Okay, this is activity FK01, and there is an assembly involved here. You're supposed to parameterize that, and the parameters, there are two angle parameters and three length parameters. So as in the past, what I will do is create these parts, and then once I create the part, then I go and create the parameters, okay? Notice that there are symmetries involved here, and everything is inserted symmetrically inside of that hole. So let's go ahead and save this thing. Uh, File, save management, save as, and it's right, actually, it's right here. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to insert let me see, what do I call the parts? I'll call this thing uh, the box, and this one the rod. How about that? Box, rod. Okay. So insert. Let's do the rod first. Insert new part in there. Right click properties. Properties. Call it the rod. And the rod. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Double click on it. On that vertical plane, I will sketch a circle and give it dimension R. Give it the dimension because we have to control that dimension later on. I'm going to change this thing from diameter to radius. Say OK. Exit. And then we pad it. Mirror extent. We go to some length. Okay. Good. Okay. So we go all the way to the top and insert a new part. Call this thing a box. Box and box. Okay. Let's go make it. Double click on that vertical plane. I will sketch. Well, something that in a sense looks like that. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is project that circle. I don't really have to project it because later on I'm going to actually let me not project it. Let me make a eventually they're going to be the same size, but here we are. So what this circle that you see here is that circle. Okay. All right. First of all, dimension it because we need it later on. Exit. Oh, the rest of the sketch. I forgot about the rest of the sketch. So it goes like this, like that, like so, like so. And we're going to make it symmetric in a minute. Don't worry about it. There. So this point, control that point. I'm going to make it, uh, oh, sorry. Let's try it again. This control that line axis. We're going to make it symmetric. Symmetric. Okay, good. Now we give some dimensions. So for example, this is going to be later on alpha. This is going to be our beta. The distance from here all the way to the bottom is going to be later on our h. Exit, pad it symmetrically, and we say OK. So as it is right now, the models have been created. Remember, these both have to be R. So now I'm going to create my parameters. So I want to remind you also how to display your parameters. You already know that, but in case you jumped into this to this activity from some other place, so you go to Tools, Options, under the Infrastructure, Product Infrastructure, when you select that, okay, you go all the way to the last. If you go to infrastructure, see that? You get this, all right? And then you go all the way to the last three customization, and these have to be activated. Okay, if they say no selected, then say activate. Okay, good. Let's move on. We go to f of x. There it is. Okay, let's create our parameters. Now, if you want to know what the nominal parameter value should be, you click on the, for example, the product, or let's say we do that with the box only. Okay, so we create parameter to our angle. Right now, this angle is, I don't know, maybe 45 degrees. So alpha, call this thing alpha, roughly 45 degrees or 45 degrees. Another one, beta. And as it is right now, or beta, not the box. Yeah, the box. This is for, go over here. Okay, right there. Yeah, right there. So this beta is 113 degrees. So I'll make it, uh, this is the angle that I want. Okay, beta, 113 degrees. So I'll make it, I don't know, 114. Okay, apply. Now we're going to select the dimensions, which are length. So create parameters which are length. First one is going to be R, and that R is roughly 0.9, so I'll make it 1. Another one is going to be H, which is 13 right now. H, which is 13. Okay, and finally the other radius, which is yeah, the other radius, of course, is going to be the same as this one. There's something else. Oh, L. We need L is the length of this pad. If you look at it, L is the length of this thing. So I'm going to create a parameter, L, and right now the pad is, let's see now, the pad is 0.787 right there. Okay, so I'm going to make it 1. Apply. Good. So I close the f of x box, and the reason this is uh, let me update, see what we get right there. These are the values that, oh, beta, this angle beta should not be 0. The nominal value should not be 0. So what I'm gonna do, a double click on it. I'll make this thing, I think it was 113, right? Yeah, good. So now we go to f of x, okay? And if it helps, actually, move these apart. So it does help. So I'm going to translate this thing in direction x. Okay. And then say OK. Now click on f of x. Let's worry about the box first. Here's the box, dimension of the box. So this thing, add a formula equal to h. Okay. Yeah. And that thing, add a formula equal to alpha. That fellow, add a formula equal to beta. By the way, if you notice that this location is different from that because I translated it. Okay, finally, that guy is R. This guy is for the box, and it's add a formula equal to R. Okay, good. Now, if you want to see the rod is here. Oh, what about the length? Let's go back to the box. Let me say apply here. Say okay. Update. Good. So let me go ahead. These are the relations that I have created so far. I didn't do the L, so I have to do that. So I go to f of x, click on that, and there is the padded length. I think it's right here. This thing. Add the formula equal to L. Good. Now we go here. You select that. That is from the rod. Add the formula equal to R, and that length is L over 2. Okay, this is L over 2. This is L over 2. Add the formula equal to, because if this is L, uh, sorry, this, okay, hang in there. If this is L, yeah, this should be, the whole thing should be 2L, so this must be also L. That must be L. We'll find out. L. If we make a mistake, we'll find out. We say okay. Say okay. And update. Yeah, that should be 2L, not L. Double click. 2L. 2 times L. Say okay. Update. That's better. Now, let's try. For example, if I make R equal to 0.2, and update, they should fit, and they do. And let's go try H. H is that height, so I'll make it maybe 7. It only changes this, of course. Yeah, you can see that. And L, let's make this thing 3, so that becomes 3, the other one becomes 6. Good. How about the alpha? Alpha, this is the angle on the top. Let me make it 90 degrees, see what happens. I mean, if you put some crazy numbers, it may screw up the sketch, but this is okay. You can see that. It's 90 degrees. And beta, that angle 113, I'll make it maybe 90, also 90. Good. That looks good. So the only thing is that we have to apply the constraints. We anchor, for example, that box, and then we do coincidence. Now remember, since I did a mirror extent here, all I need to do is to say coincidence between this plane and that plane. Okay. And coincidence between this axis and that axis. Update. There we are. That's too big. Maybe make it 1 so that we can see things better. 0.5 maybe. Update. There we are. And yeah, so this L, yeah, so let me move these things apart, do some crazy operations here. Actually, let me change this alpha to 30 degrees also. That's fine. That's fine. So we already anchored that. So yeah, I think all you have to do is to do our rotations, rotation and translation of this one. Oops, this. And if I say update, they should go back where they belong. And they do. All right, that takes care of this